Anxiety is escalating in the U.S. after an American doctor was diagnosed with Ebola, the first in New York City. Similar unease has spread to the opposite side of the country, where the rush is on to find vaccines and treatments and the money to make it happen. As CCTV's Yakenda McGahee reports, San Diego, California is ground zero in this fight.
We do not have a vaccine. We do not have a cure. We only have treatment. And one of the things to understand, a virus is constantly trying to mutate, and as such, quarantine is the only thing that breaks the link.
Unless, of course, there's a major breakthrough against Ebola. A vaccine, cure, or treatment. Something scientists and researchers worldwide are working diligently towards. But no place is that more evident than San Diego, California. One of the world's largest biotechnology clusters, a global research hub reportedly home to over 600 biotech, pharmaceutical, and medical device companies, several of which are actively researching and developing Ebola treatments,
allowing for efficient delivery of brincidofovir inside of the target cells.
One such treatment is the experimental drug brincidofovir, first created in 1999 by a University of California, San Diego researcher, Dr. Carl Hostetler, as a treatment to fight smallpox. He then founded biopharmaceutical company Chimerix to further develop the drug. Recently, the experimental drug was made available as an emergency treatment for 2 American Ebola patients. One recovered, the other later died. The company discussed the medication in a recent telecast web conference.
Frankly, we've known about the potency of brincidofovir against the Ebola virus for a little over 6 weeks. We are anxiously awaiting the leadership to see if there is an appropriate role for brincidofovir.
Meanwhile, San Diego-based MAP Biopharmaceutical says it's working to increase both supplies and production speed of its potentially life-saving serum, ZMapp. The Scripps Research Institute biologist Professor Erica Ullman-Sapphire helped formulate that experimental serum and leads a global effort to develop antibody treatments. 25 labs from 7 countries are sending hundreds of antibody samples to Sapphire's lab for testing.
What we need to do is mobilize absolutely as much medical supplies and as many medical personnel as we can to wrap around this to stop it.
And most importantly, as much money as possible. To that end, the immunologist has turned to online crowdfunding for help. In 3 weeks, she's raised more than $100,000 towards their $250,000 goal.
There's only so much money available for research, and there's lots of things to do. What's the problem? The problem is that our instrumentation is too old and too slow. Crowdsourcing gives the public the opportunity to put their money in what they think is important, and it's fast, and it can get us where we need to go.
The ultimate destination? Curing and eradicating Ebola. Both Sapphire and San Diego-based company Genelite are developing their own versions of a rapid Ebola test. And San Diego corporation Athlon Medical has already deployed its blood filtration treatment device to Germany to treat a Ugandan doctor diagnosed with the disease.
When you have a hard-to-treat pathogen like this, it pulls researchers together because it's really the ultimate challenge.
A challenge the San Diego, California region has risen to. Yakenda McGahee, CCTV, San Diego, California.